What's up everyone? Fortnite 10.4 is live and it brought a whole bunch of updates to the game, including a new POI, two new modes, and a massive change for controller players. So no messing today, guys. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and let's get into it. Guys, my name is Demon, and this is your Fortnite news. So first we have the Combine. It's a new mode and it was leaked a few weeks ago with this image, although we weren't sure what it was. So put your skill and muscle memory to the test in this new playlist. Your goal is to reach the end as fast as possible while eliminating all targets along the way. Compete against friends or other players for the fastest time on the leaderboard. Share your best time using hashtag Fortnite Combine. Now, I haven't actually got to play this yet because for some reason I keep getting disconnected and sent back to the lobby. But from what I've seen, it just seems to be an aim training course like what you might have played in creative. And this is just developed for Fortnite. Now, they say it is specifically for controller to get used to the new settings, to try out new settings and figure out what sensitivity, etc. they want to use. But it can be played by absolutely anyone with any peripheral, and you can post your best time and compete against your friends, see how you do on each leaderboard, and it looks pretty fun. Next we have Starry Suburbs. Have you ever wished upon a star for great loot? Well, I haven't. Come to this new rift zone to make your wishes come true. Shooting stars with powerful loot are landing here. And as you can see, I've got a bit of footage here where you can see the stars actually landing. When you come here, it's a small area, but there's quite a bit of loot and chests. But with the shooting stars as well, there's some amazing loot to be had here. Now, in the first few days, it has been populated by 30 odd people landing here on average. So it's up to you if you want to come here. But as you can see, I've managed to get in a few games where there was literally nobody here or only one or two players. And it's a cool area. It's a nice little area and it fills up that space nicely. So it says here, a Rift Zone has brought back the ruined neighborhood near Pleasant Park. However, the Rift Zone has given it a homeowners association. It's a nice place to live now. The neighborhood is actually so nice that shooting stars make it their destination. Crush the stars to access powerful items, including a never before seen weapon, which you should know by now. If you don't know by now, it is the Gold Tag SMG. We get that up on screen for you now. And this was teased to us right at the start of the season in the cinematic trailer for season 10. It's a legendary weapon, fires small ammo, does 21 damage and has a magazine size of 35 rounds and a reload time of 2.07 seconds. And another mode they've added straight from the creative is Zone Wars. It has now become its own LTM. It says, a simulation of the endgame scenario in Battle Royale, but with a condensed moving zone. Eliminate the competition as you avoid the storm closing in. Randomized spawns and inventory items make each round unique. You can queue with up to 15 friends. Expect to jump into the Zone Wars LTMs beginning Thursday, September 26th. So that should be live right now. If you want to get in, check it out. There's 4 different maps. We'll run through them real quick now. Got Coliseum, Desert, Downhill River, and Vortex. Bug fixes: resolved an issue in which the health bars of vehicles will not display. When a junk rift object hits a player wearing a bush will no longer damage the player instead of the bush. Using a grapnel gun to enter a rift zone will no longer prevent players from moving around while skydiving. Resolved an issue in which players could deploy a glider while in prop form. Being in prop form no longer prevents players from being affected by explosive batarangs homing. Explosive batarangs will no longer float in the air after the object they are on is destroyed. Resolved an issue in which the zapper trap will not deploy at the location of the placement preview. Shield bubbles attached to a supply drop will no longer disappear after the supply drop is destroyed. Shield bubbles can no longer prevent fall damage. Shield bubbles can no longer become stuck in the air. Wow, there was a lot of glitches around them, wasn't there? I didn't even know about any of these. Resolved an issue in which shield bubbles would not attach to a vehicle when thrown by a player riding the vehicle. So that is a lot of bug fixes there surrounding weapons. We've got gameplay then, double XP weekend, make this weekend double fun from Friday till Monday. You'll earn double the XP for the matches you played, so that's handy for anyone out there trying to finish their battle pass or trying to get up to level 100 for the season. Get on this weekend, get those games in and get that XP. And make sure you party up with your friends, you get the extra boost from them as well. That is also double this weekend. So squads, right now this weekend squads is your game. You are going to get so much XP and you will get that battle pass completed. We've got matchmaking, which I covered in my last video, so I'm not going to go too in depth into it. We all know about this by now. We've introduced improved matchmaking logic to core modes. Players are now more likely to match with those of similar skill. As players get better, so should their opponents. We will slowly roll this out to core modes in all regions as we test and monitor how it performs. Please see our blog post for more details. As I said, we covered that in the last video, so we're not going to go too deep into it, because next we have our headline: new sensitivity and aim assist settings on controllers. For details of these, please refer to our blog post. Note, when using the new aim assist settings, crosshairs turn red while pointed at a target. This is within effective range, which is any time before damage drop is applied. So if we go into the blog post a bit deeper, mentions how we've got the combine to test all this out, and then you've got this new controller sensitivity. It has basically the settings have had a rework, and none of this is important really, to be honest. I will make a video explaining all these settings and all the new aim assist and how it works, and that'll be out in the next few days. But the headline, and here it is guys: new controller aim assist. I play on controller. I've been a controller player for a long time. I've played games for a long time and I've always been a controller player. And we've implemented a new aim assist system that calculates targets in screen space, which allows a more consistent feel regardless of that target's range. This new system applies different aim assist strengths based on the target's distance from the reticle. Aim assist now tracks multiple targets and will apply assistance based on a weighting algorithm. This will help in situations where new targets can steal aim assist away from an existing target already being focused on. I'm just going to stop there guys, because that is a thing. I'll try and show you that on screen now, where I'll be aiming at someone and you'll see someone run across the screen and that will pull the aim assist off. We have also removed the ability to use target snapping, aka left trigger spam. Now this is a huge thing guys, but I'm going to tell you now, it's still in the game. For anyone who wants to turn it back on, just wait a few moments and we'll get to that. With these new aim assist improvements, we no longer feel it's necessary. Lastly, crosshairs now turn red. We've already covered that. So this is huge. Nobody's quite sure. Some people think it's a nerf, some people think it's a buff. I've used it, and although the gameplay for the movement feels a lot smoother, but I'm not sure how the aim assist works, and therefore I can't really tell if it's working, if you get me. But if you want to turn on target snapping again, aka left trigger spam, go into your settings, get it on screen for you now, go into the settings, click advanced settings on, you'll get this warning, ignore that, go down to the bottom and click use legacy settings. Yes, this will, as you see, it turns everything grey. You're back to normal, what you had before they updated the settings, and you will be back. Your left trigger spam will be back. It'll be the original aim assist that we all know and love. I just want to add as well, for anyone who loads up the game for the first time after this update who does play on controller, go straight to your settings. Go straight to your settings, because everyone's sensitivity has been reset. I didn't realize this. I played like 3 games. It was like, what's going on? And it wasn't until I went into the settings, oh, that's why they put me down to nothing. I also want to say this update came out the morning of the Solos Cash Cup. I was playing in the Solos Cash Cup, and like, this new settings, new aim assist, your sensitivity's been changed. Like, I think that was a bad move by Epic, to be honest. I don't think they've been pulled up on that one. That was, if it was they wouldn't have done this the day before the FNCS. So back to the patch notes, we got moisty palms. Players can now use the crouch input to exit prop form. I'm not sure what that was about. Hit markers no longer display on teammates, and remove the reset camera control bind. Bug fixes fixed an issue where players could use infinite sprays while in a rift zone, and the building piece choice no longer resets to the wall option when players using a controller have the reset building option turned off. Audio bug fixes resolved an issue where the sound of a chest would continue after a player opened the chest. That was actually very annoying. So many times like you'd hear a chest and you'd go and you'd search for it and you'd find the chest and it's opened. And the "where is Matt" emote music no longer restarts after every loop. I'm not sure what that is. I don't have that emote, so I can't tell you what that is. In UI, the controls help option, a menu option meant only for mobile platforms, is no longer present on other platforms. The building edit option is now located in the building section of the input settings rather than the miscellaneous section. And the bug fixes: match stats no longer clip off screen during a victory royale celebration. And in replay bug fixes, the "you are in the storm" warning no longer displays multiple times when switching spectated players. The shields bubbles sound effects no longer behave improperly when players scrub a replay. Now there is more patch notes, guys, concerning mobile and creative and Save the World if you want to go check them out, but we only cover Battle Royale at the moment on this channel, so moving swiftly on. So the last few things I have for you today, guys, concerns the event, the Season 11 event, which the name has been leaked and the name is going to be The End. This is going to be the in-game tab for the event. And there's been a few other things leaked. We've got a loading screen. This is going to be a loading screen, which was similar to another loading screen leaked halfway through the season. We've seen this, but there was originally a mech in the reflection of the visitor's visor being taken apart, but now the mech is gone. We've got these are subtitles for visitor messages, which are going to be part of a challenges in the next couple of weeks where you're going to have to find recordings by the visitor, and these are the subtitles for those recordings. Have this image here, which you can see right now in Dusty Depot. This is on the screens at the visitor's computer, and as you can see, it looks like the mechs have been infected. And as of time of actually posting this video, I've been informed that the mechs are now exploding on landing. So this, it seems to be that the visitor has loaded a virus into the mechs and is causing them all to explode on impact. And the last thing, guys, and this could be the biggest news. A leak from the files shows some very strange text that may suggest that Fortnite is leaving beta. In case you aren't aware, Fortnite is currently in beta, which means it is actually a developing game and not a full game, which is why the developers are allowed to update the game weekly. Whereas if the game goes to full status, they won't be allowed to do that by PlayStation and Xbox, although they may have some sort of workaround for this. But yeah, as you can see here, it does look like the beta is ending. And what that means for the game, we're not quite sure yet, but with a new map possibly at the end of the season and a whole load of stuff going on, there's definitely a lot to be excited about in Fortnite right now. I want to give a big shout out to TKO Diego Rubio 99 and Swipe Z. They helped me in the making of this video, but unfortunately I wasn't able to use the footage but I want to say thank you anyway. So that's our video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time.